Hey, partners. What's up, witches? Hi, Becca. I saw your howdy partners there. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Samantha, my love, and Becca, and the rest of you. Hello to you lurkers as well. Pop in and say hi. I like to make the connection. And somebody bugged out immediately. Lurk if you want to, lurk if you like, but it's much more fun to come in and be company. So I tip my hi, Sherry. Welcome. I have passion fruit bubbly here. Yum, yum. So put up those likes. Thank you. I see one already. And I'm so glad that you're here, everyone. So very glad that you're here. Sassafras candy. Hi, Sarah. Welcome, my love. Hello, Marcy. Welcome to you. Oh, ouchie, ouchie. Sorry, Marcy, we send you Reiki. And good loving thoughts. All right. All right. I sound like, what's her name? From Bob's Burgers. You sound like, what's her name? I can't remember. Anyway. Hello, Deborah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to you. All right. What do I have to say today? It's been a busy week. It's been like, and not like business busy. Business is still a morgue. But oh, Sarah, okay, I get it. It's okay, sweetie. Schedule when you're ready. So Sarah had scheduled a reading through my Facebook page, and then finances go fluey. We all know that, and I certainly understand. But I want to tell you that you can schedule a reading through my Facebook page. Just go on there. There's a place for appointments. Hit it. My available time slots will be there for you. And it will send me a message, and we will hook up. And I look forward to it if we can hook up. All right, everybody. So let's see. We're on a Libra moon tonight. We're in the shadow of Mercury retro. It doesn't turn till close to the end of the month. Hold on. Wrong page. Tablecloth trick. Okay. Yes, it turns exactly on the 28th at the end of the month. So this is the preview of coming attractions during the shadow. So check out where Libra is in your natal chart. There are myriad places where you can get a chart calculated for you online. What you want to do, let me tell you this. Hello, Patricia, welcome. What you want to do if you're getting a chart calculated online, you want to make sure you are opting for tropical astrology and for a Placidus house system. It may give you the choice of whole sign, equal house, Placidus, Cope, Porphyry, Regiomantis. There's a whole bunch of house systems, but you want Placidus, tropical astrology. Tropical means Western astrology, as opposed to sidereal, all right? And Placidus is the house system that most Western astrologers use. My original teacher and my advanced classes also used Placidus. So, okay. All right, everybody, let's get going. Let's start with the bell, all right? Let me go up in the middle. And let's just let the bell call you into your body and into presence right now. Hello, Sheila. Welcome. So let's let that clear the atmosphere and call us into presence. I am going to uncork my fresh water, and Welcome in all my guides and guardians, allies and ancestors, my personal goddesses, my fairies. Take a moment and call yours in as well. Laura in Florida, yay! I am so glad you're here. I posted a video earlier today of the gift deck that Laura from Florida sent me. It's the Fountain Tarot. Wonderful experience with it. And she also sent me the gift of a Halloween tarot not that long ago. I don't know. It could have been a year, could have been a couple months. I don't know. Time is irrelevant. Okay. So, yes, this bell, this is a little Tibetan singing bowl. It's got a little. I wish I had some brass polish because it needs polish, but it has a beautiful voice for a little bell. Bells are one of my favorite things also. Okay, so what we are working with tonight, I have the Crystal Grid Oracle and I have Crystal Power Tarot. I just unboxed this one, when? Like yesterday? Something like that? So we've got two crystal decks, and I thought that it might be an interesting pairing. These just have like a word that will give us a topic, and then I'm going to take two from here that will give us some guidance and some affirmations on that topic. So I'm looking forward to some really positive readings tonight. But let's start with our, Fire of Azrael. Let's give the dice, the spirit of divination, all of the guides. I offer this to you. What message do we need to know tonight? What planetary energy should we focus in on? What is our focus? House and sign. Thank you very much. All right. That took a while. Neptune took a while to find its feet. Ha ha ha. Okay. Wow. That's super interesting. Neptune is the dissolver. Neptune is spirituality. Neptune is trance. It is compassion. It's sympathy, empathy, addiction, boundarylessness, fog, vapor, deep, deep ocean. Anything that's unclear. It's rose-colored glasses. It's idealism. It's compassion for the underdog. It's being the underdog. It rules any kind of incarceration or anybody that's in captivity, incarceration, jails, hospitals, mental institutions, zoos, all of those things are under Neptune's rulership. But for tonight, Neptune rules psychic abilities. So the dissolver, what does it dissolve? It dissolves boundaries. It dissolves the barrier between us and others. It dissolves the boundary between my mind and the cosmic mind. So it's psychic ability. Through Neptune, Neptune's energies was where we pick up things on a psychic level, on an empathic level. Psychic, which is a function of the emotions, empathic, which is a function of the body. And so this is, and it's spirituality. It dissolves the boundary between us and spirit. You know, Neptune is us remembering what it's like not to be in a body, to be vast and limitless. But then we lose our individual identities. So Neptune rules things that disappear and go away and evaporate, right? So looking at spirituality and that sense of connection, let's hone in on that sense of connection, that sense of unity, that lack of illusion of separateness tonight. And it's in Capricorn, which Capricorn is the hard, the concrete, the real. Capricorn is boundaries, right? So, and Capricorn gives structure. Capricorn is in the now, it's practical. It's a cardinal earth sign, so present, practical. Neptune, so this is talking about spirituality and connection now in the present, in practical terms, in physical terms, and in the first house is the physical body as well. It's our outer identity, but it is the physical body. So this is saying that we need to embody spirit. This is calling us to not think of spirit, you know, God, goddess, whatever you want to call it. Sorry, I have to line things up here. You know me. I'm fussy like that. So, okay, thank you for indulging me. All right, so it is embodying spirit, bringing that sense of vastness, of unity, of the sacred, the holy, bringing it in to the body, recognizing it in the present moment in practical terms. All right, listening to spirit, letting spirit in this moment, listening to it in the now, knowing that I am it. Okay, and first house is also projecting it outward, letting it look out through my eyes, letting spirit look through my eyes, speak with my voice. So really about embodying the spirit now. And that's a lovely message. I'm very happy with that. Okay, so let's get going with the crystal grid. I hear my husband. What's going on? No idea what's going on. You might have just found out I'm on a live stream. What do you know? All right, so let's hit a little bit more. Fire of Azrael. I have so many smells going on right now. I lit some sandalwood, real good sandalwood, so I'm smelling that. And all right, so let's offer the Fire of Azrael to the crystal grid, and let's offer it to. And you know, I'm looking at these again, first house meaning the physical body, that we need to care for the physical body. And you know, do it in a structured way, in a concrete way. Neptune in Capricorn, or Neptune Saturn aspects talk about structuring spiritual practice. So this is talking about even more practical and more up close and personal in embodying spiritual practice. Practicality. All right. Here we go. Virgos up first. Hello, welcome to all you newbies coming in. Say hi. Come say hi. Join the conversation. Yes, I do too. Sandalwood's one of my very favorite smells. I found out today I had been really disgruntled because it seems like even though by default the chat replay is selected on all my live stream videos, when they converted to video, the live chat was not showing. And I bitched a couple times to YouTube, got no answer. And I bitched on a comment. Somebody said something today, and I said, it's really pissing me off. And suddenly, my live chat is there on replay. So, hooray for successes. Okay, Virgo. You're taking me right here. Nature's cycles, and look at, we have the pentagram show up right out of the chute. That makes me very happy. It says Malachite pentagram, but for you, Virgo, the framework for you here is nature's cycles. And now let's go for 2 from this deck. Oh dear, we're going for the gold. I'm in it to win it. All right, so we have nature's cycles here, and here we have judgment and death. Okay. I must be cockeyed the way I'm sitting here. So, we are going into that death time of year. We are, you know, Virgo season ends as we go into past the equinox into the dark half of the year. So the cycles in nature are reflected in ourselves. So Virgo, this is your harvest season. And also, the equinox is the second of the harvest festivals. First one is Lammas, August 1st. Second one is equinox. Last one is Samhain. So Virgo, we're in the middle of the harvest season, and harvest season really is about that death, life and death together, right? Because we are bringing in the fruits of the field, but that means that the plants have died. The plants have given us their fruit and they have died off. So the harvest season is death and life all together. Let's look at the affirmations here. I look back with compassion for myself. I let go and embrace new beginnings. So, in this natural cycle, Virgo, it's time to forgive yourself. It's time this week to look at the things that are riding you like a bad pony and say, if this were someone else, would I be able to forgive them for this? And if the answer is no, then you need to ask why and go up to Neptune here with a little bit of compassion, right? But it's you. Look at yourself with compassion. Do not hold yourself to a higher standard than you would hold anybody else. Or maybe don't hold anyone else to a lower standard than you would hold for yourself. And I want to say a couple words here about boundaries and standards. Boundaries are where you say, I am not going to let you do that to me. Okay? It's also saying, this is my responsibility, not yours, right? But it's mostly, this is my personal territory. I will not let that encroach here. Standards are internal. Standards are what you hold yourself to. This is, the behavior that I expect of myself and that I'm going to hold myself to. But if you find that you are holding yourself to a far higher standard than you are holding anyone else to, maybe it's time to reassess that. And look at yourself with some compassion, because this can be death and rebirth time. If you look at yourself with compassion and you can forgive, then you really can let something go. I let go and embrace new beginnings. You can actually finally let it go. So what is that thing, Virgo, that you are preciously holding on to as the reason you're the worst person on earth? And see if we can shift that this week and look at how you can forgive yourself so that you can be ready for Scorpio season when it comes, and ready for, the death and rebirth that's awaiting you. And I'm talking spiritual death and rebirth, folks. You know that. Okay. Libra. Solutions. See, this is a great deck for just category, and overall. All right. Solutions for you, Libra. Now, what do we need to know about solutions? Interesting. Page of Cups, Queen of Cups. That's kind of balanced. The messages are, I am as young as I choose to feel, and I trust my knowing and follow my heart. Okay, so solutions. The page here is telling us, let's see. There's some health stuff coming in here, Libra. There are some issues coming up that are just part of natural change in your body. And you might be having that, oh no, I'm getting older. Oh no, this is what's going to happen. You know what? We're all getting older. This is what happens as we mature. So rather than, grieving or dreading that the body is getting older and, oh no, this means I'm what? Obsolete? This means I don't know. But what it only means that time is moving on. You are the person that you are in your head. You're not the sum total of your creaky joints, and your mud flaps. You are the person that you are in your mind, and you're as young as you choose to feel. So most of us, if you are honest with yourself, I am like 30 in my head. That's pretty much, I'm between 30 and 35. Years ago, I was like 18. But, if you really check in with yourself, you'll find that sweet spot of where you felt like, I'm all grown up and still young and vigorous and all that. So you can kind of go up and call that person forth and acknowledge that that person is still you. You know, when you stop learning new things is when you have to worry, or when you start refusing, you know, new things and start refusing change is when you need to worry. But it's a reminder here, Libra, that you are still that young person that you were inside. Trust your knowing, follow your heart. That's what leads you to the solution. Whatever problem you're facing this week, go to your inner knowing. Queen of Cups says, I'm the one that counts here. And if you just get quiet and check in, what do I know about this situation? What does my body tell me about this situation? So we're back to first house here in checking in with your body for yes or no answers, checking in with your body for which way you feel pulled. I think last week I was talking about muscle testing. You can do a thing where you kind of stand and close your eyes and feel, you know, which direction you're pulled in. Feel, does, you know, just how does your body feel? And this is grounding too. Just spending time in your body, feeling what's in your body. And we can avoid that if the body feels like it's getting old and we're judging that. All right. So if you're judging the aging and the changes that are happening in your body, then it can distance you from your body, which distances you from the knowing that your body can provide you with. So the solution this week is go to the body, the emotional body. Trust it. Know that it's as young as you feel inside. You know, of course, time marches on and the material goods are going to go through changes. But hook into who you are inside. Trust that inner knowing. Reconnect with that body. Love it as it ages, Libra. Okay? And that's where your solutions lie. Okie dokie. I like this pairing. Okay, we're like, oh, like a bottle of fine wine. That's right. The wine gets better every year. And just think of, you know, I was looking at a channel, to a very young witch, and she's very sweet and she's very savvy and she knows what she's doing. And she's, you know, she reacts to like baby witch things on TikTok and reacts to other witchy things that people put up. And, you know, she's in her 20s and she's talking about, you know, and she's obviously a good practitioner and knows her shit. But I'm thinking, I would love to see you 20 years down the road turn around and watch these videos again and see what you know. Because the knowing grows, the experience grows. There's this quietness that grows because we just know what we know. Comes with this stuff. Okay. Yes, Marcy, 57, but don't feel that age. Yes, 35 or so. I know. And when it's shocking is when you see a photograph. Because in the mirror, we still see what's in our head. I would love to see psychological studies about what the brain does when it looks at an image in the mirror versus looking at a photograph. Because you can look at the mirror and go, yeah, look, I mean, you take a photograph and go, holy shit, I look fat and old, you know? So there's something that happens in the brain, and we can use that and play with it, you know? So, right, I know, you guys, right there with you. My knees have been hurting lately. All right, Scorpio. And I will remind you, check your sun, moon, rising signs for your messages. The messages may resonate with you, they may not. And one for a different sign may resonate with you. Take what you get, y'all. All right. So we have, oh, here we go again. Solutions for Scorpio. I know photos. It's so funny because I have seen photographers take pictures of me, and they take a picture, you know, and they look at their camera and go, because I take the worst pictures ever. You know, I'm gonna judge it. It's what it is. All right. For Scorpio, we have the Star and we have the Eight of Cups. So what kind of solutions for you this week, Scorpio? Star says, I'm inspired and positive about the future. Eight of Cups, I accept my situation without resistance. Okay. So here, the solution for you this week, Scorpio, is to separate, to identify that sphere of influence. So, you take a nice big piece of paper and you draw a big circle in the middle. In the center of the circle are all the things that you can control directly. Outside the circle are all the things you cannot control. And we focus on what's in the center of the circle. So I accept my situation without resistance says these are the things out there that I cannot change, and I accept that I cannot change them. But then I need to look at what's going on in me because of these circumstances, and how do I choose to deal with this. So many times when we're in reaction mode, we have circumstances dealt to us. We're in a situation that we didn't choose. And, hold on. And we're in reaction mode. Particularly you, Scorpio, because you feel things so deep. Your emotions penetrate to the core of your being, particularly Scorpio moon. And so the situation is there, and you can find yourself like getting angry at everybody around you because the anger to the situation has no place to go. Because if I can't apply it directly to the situation, there's no place to. So here's where you've got to look at yourself and say, is this how I choose to feel? Do I want to feel this way? And if you want to tell me I can't help how I feel, well, the initial reaction, no. But afterwards, yes. And you can stop yourself, I am telling you. You can stop yourself at the beginning of a reaction that is taking you to an energy draining place. And you can go, is this what I want for myself? And in a second, you can breathe it all in, tongue len, breathe it all in, feel it heavy, dark, pointy, icky, sharp, hot, and then breathe out. Expand it out of your body, expand it out of your consciousness, and then say, I think I'd rather be happy. Here's how it is when I'm happy. And you can change yourself. Now, if you, for instance, almost get in a car accident, and you've got adrenaline running, and it's like, and you're shaking like a leaf, you're not going to just go and breathe that out. But you can still shift it. It might take time. Sit, keep breathing it in. Keep feeling it. I want to feel every bit of this. And your conscious breathing and moving that energy will shift it quickly, if not immediately. So, accepting the situation, Scorpio, which is really tough for you because you're all about control and you're all about transformation. I can change this. I know I can change this. But sometimes you can't. So your challenge this week is to accept the things you cannot change. That part of the Serenity Prayer. Okay? And then get inspired and positive about the future. Because when you accept the situation, first of all, you step into the power place, you give yourself choices, and then you're not being consumed by this situation, and you can think about what good is coming and project your emotions into more positive ways. Hope and inspiration. All right, so that's your solution, Scorpio. Find out what you are railing against, what you are trying to control that you actually don't have control of. Accept that situation for what it is, and then choose how you are going to transform yourself around it, and look forward to the future. Okay. Stop yourself before throwing furniture out the back door. Yes, that would be good. Hello, Amy. Welcome, my love. All right, catching up with messages. Little Appalachian grandma. Lord Randall, I look about 70 years old. She's 75. Bless her heart. Seen myself with silver hair since I was 14, though I admit, yes, the deep auburn is, I do miss the henna. Every once in a while I'll have a flash of, yeah, maybe I should. And then it's like, no, you really shouldn't. So yes, stop yourself before throwing furniture out the back door. And channel that energy elsewhere. If you can reclaim that anger energy, if you can get the excess out of your body and then reclaim that energy, you can transform it into something else. Scorpio, you're a water sign. Your transformative energies are all about your feelings. All right, Sagittarius. Yay, we got a different one. Angels. Angels, selenite and angelite. I haven't been telling you what the crystals are. We have the Empress. And we have the Three of Wands. I create what I choose naturally and with joy. I have the energy I need to realize my goals. All right. Wow. So, Sagittarius, your angels are with you this week. Your guides are with you this week. It is time to really acknowledge that they're there. Maybe leave them a little gifty, you know, set up your altar, leave them some fruit, leave a little shot of something out back. I have a little altar stone out back that I put offerings on. And so, time to connect with the guides, to recognize that you are guided, that you're not alone, ever on this journey, and connect with them consciously. And then pull their help in, because it's about creation for you, Sagittarius, this week. I'm trying to remember what your message was last week, but it seems like you've been banging for a while here, Sagittarius. I create what I choose naturally and with joy. So what is it that you are manifesting this week, Sagittarius, that is filling you with joy and enthusiasm, that you cannot wait to see in the flesh, you cannot wait to see manifest? That's where you're at, and you have the energy that you need to do it. This is a quick one. Sagittarius, I seem to have these kind of readings for you that are simpler, because Sagittarius don't tend to, and I mean this is simplistic because we know we all have all the signs and all the planets, right? But Sagittarians tend not to internalize and, you know, throw everything back on themselves. Now, of course, your chart might say absolutely differently, even if you are a Sagittarius. But in general, the nature of Sagittarius is to externalize. Fire sign, mutable, let's move on. They let it out, they, you know, blow it out, better out than in, laugh it off, blurt it out, and then move on. So your messages aren't these deep, here's the big deep problems you're wrestling with, Sagittarius. It's saying that it's time to call in the helpers and kick off the thing that you want to manifest. Perfect timing too, because we're on a waxing moon. So off you go. You have the energy, you have the joy. Just dance it into being, Sag. It's a good week for you. All right. Capricorn. Prosperity. Hell yeah. Oops, there we go. Two of them flew right out. Seven of Swords and King of Swords. Ooh, boy. All right. Fascinating. So this is about prosperity, green garnet. And the Seven of Swords says, I take great care of what I value. Seven of Swords is the thief card. So it talks about caring for your prosperity, caring for yourself in the material, you know, caring for your material goods, and not just caring for them in the now, but looking to the future. And the King of Swords, I trust my ability to make a strategic decision, says that this week there may be a decision coming up around your finances, whether it's, do I roll over this 401k? Do I put money in a certificate of deposit? Do I just trim down my expenses? Do I need to go from unlimited data and pare that down a little bit? Do I need to let go of, you know, some of my streaming services? what do you need to do to take care of the resources you have and care for your prosperity strategically, Capricorn. The decks, Samantha, are the Crystal Grid Oracle and the Crystal Power Tarot. Like I said, Crystal Power Tarot, I just put up the unboxing yesterday. First tarot deck I've ever seen that has phrases on them. And they're affirmations. So even when you have cards like swords, Seven of Swords, like I said, classically the thief card. Somebody's taking advantage of something. You've lost something. Someone's stolen someone. Someone's encroaching on, you know, boundaries, that kind of thing. And the affirmation is, I take great care of what I value. So I'm going to care for things so that they don't get lost, so someone cannot come in and make away with, you know, the things I've worked hard for. But loud and clear, Capricorn, it is time to take an eye to the future, whatever decisions you need to make about money, about asking for a raise, about just caring for and protecting your resources this week. All right. Okay. Aquarius. That's where we are. Hi, Tina. Welcome, my dear. And we have angels coming out for you too, Aquarius. I'm watching myself talk and not watching the cards, so okay. And we have King of Swords again and the Death card. All right. So, Aquarius. Angels. This is Selenite and Angelite. I trust my ability to make a strategic decision. Absolutely, Aquarius. And I let go and embrace new beginnings. Okay. So your strategic decision, Aquarius, is going to be about what it's time to let go of this week. Your angels, your guides are right here ready to talk to you. Sit down and do a meditation with them. Open up to them. If you know their names, that's great. If you don't know their names, maybe this is time to ask them. Who are you? What do you have to tell me? I welcome you into my life, and I am grateful for the energies you bring to me. I'm grateful that you've been with me my entire life, because your guides have. You do have situational guides that can come in for particular things to get you through rough patches. You know, a guide that comes in when you become a parent maybe, and they're with you during that time. But we have guides that have been with us, whether they're familial guides or just personal, that have been with us since we were born. Some people call them guardian angels. So thank them for their protection, Aquarius. Hook into them. The angel is the symbol of Aquarius. It's the Temperance card. It's the angel that blends things together, right? So that angel is the crystal clarity of mind and the ability to see things with crystal clarity and make decisions. So your angels here can help keep you on that track. And the Death card says it's time for something to end for good and forever. No chance of going back. So let it go. Get ready to embrace the new beginnings. But this week, I think, is more about just the letting go and being insightful and very, very clear about what it is specifically that you need to let go of. So, you know, if you've got a shitty work situation, you can think, I want to let go of this whole situation and let it go. But there might be one thing in this situation, specifically one thing, that you in particular need to let go of. So if you think about letting go of the job, it's like, great, dump it and get another job. But maybe there's one thing, one specific thing that you're kind of hanging on to, that you're disgruntled about, that you wish you could change but you can't. You know, maybe it's somebody else that just grates your cheese and gets under your skin a little bit. Well, maybe the thing you need to let go of is giving a shit about how this person makes you want to react, and just reclaiming that energy, stop the reaction, right? But the angels here are saying that you don't have to do this alone. Call in your help. Call in your help. Help me see this clearly. Help me let go of what I need to let go of for good and forever, whether it's huge or tiny. All right? That's what it's up. That's what's up this week for you, Aquarius. That's what it's all about. I watched the Buffy episode last night where she connects with the spirit of the first Slayer, and Giles has to go into the desert and do a little ritual where he makes a circle with the twigs, and then he jumps in and jumps out. And he says, you know, I have to jump in and jump back out and shake my gourd. And she says, you know, the ancient ones did gather and do the hokey pokey and turn themselves about. And he does it. He jumps in, he jumps out. And she says, and that's what it's all about. I love Buffy. Okay. Pisces. Down here we go. Of course. Compassion. That one wants to come. Knight of Cups. And the Queen of Cups. So we have double cups for Pisces as well. All right. Compassion. I know that the right person waits until I'm ready. I trust my knowing and follow my heart. So Pisces, this is about relationship, whether that's romantic, whether it's a friendship, whether it's somebody to just hang out with or do some business with. This is putting yourself into trust, and nobody trusts like a Pisces. Pisces trusts to a fault. Pisces can place their trust where it is very ill-founded, you know, because of the rose-colored glasses thing. Because Pisces is so compassionate, and the dissolving, you know, it dissolves like the person's outer appearance and their outer actions. And Pisces, with their beautiful, open, compassionate heart and their empathy and their sensitivity, can feel your potential. They can feel you at your very best, and if you're not living up to that, they get very disappointed. And they will hold you to that standard of what they expect of you because what they can feel, and they will trust you to do those things when you are emphatically showing them you're not ready for that yet, and you don't even know you have these things in you, you know? So Pisces can ignore what people actually are showing them because they just know, I know what you can be. And that's a bad thing to pile on somebody, is your expectations. But it's also misplaced trust. So knowing that you can misplace your trust in that way, this week you are called to trust in your trusting. All right? To know, to trust yourself that when the right person comes along, you will know. Not based on your idealism, but just based on your inner knowing. I trust my knowing and follow my heart, because you're psychic, remember that too? So sit down with something, feel it in your body. If you find yourself saying, yeah, but if they, then forget that. Look at the qualities that they're showing you clearly, and that's where you can place your trust. And then you know that when, you know, someone comes along that you can trust, it really is true, and you have that inner knowing. Okay, so hold on. The right person waits until I am ready. There's also a situation here possibly with someone that you know that could use your compassion that you've been withholding from them, that it's something maybe that you were hurt, you were wounded, and you're holding that of, you know, I can't forgive, I can't, you know, and you've been holding this for a while. This says that the person is just going to wait until you're ready to forgive. They're waiting for you to forgive them. They're waiting for you to understand them. And this week, you have the feeling that the time is right now to approach a person, to talk to them, to open your heart and have that conversation. Okay. All about the feels for you, Pisces. All right, Aries. Prosperity for you too, Aries. Must be a thing for the cardinal signs tonight, huh? The mutable signs seem to be getting the cups. Ace of Swords. Ooh, boo. Oof, oof, oof. Ace of Swords and Knight of Swords. Aries, Aries, Aries. Prosperity. I am ready for a breakthrough to success and I choose my battles carefully. Well, this might be a new territory for you, Aries, choosing those battles carefully. Because usually it's like, there's a battle or something happened. Who do I fight, you know? So, Ace of Swords says that there's a new beginning here, that we come to a new understanding. We understand the truth of a situation. We see something clearly for the first time. That Ace of Swords, that can be the sword of truth. Interesting, though, that it's pointing down on this card because that could also be the sword of Damocles, right? I'm ready for a breakthrough to success. And I think that's what you have this week, Aries. And we're talking about success here in monetary terms, in terms of prosperity, in terms of the money that you get and what what you are paid for your gifts. All right, hold on. So here's an idea. What if you thought of yourself as a success? I am ready to break through to success. Do you consider yourself a success? Do you consider yourself, what achievements do you claim for yourself? And breakthrough to success can be a matter of finally accepting that that word applies to me. So how can you look at things this week, Aries, and say, where have I succeeded? I am a successful fill in the blank. And then over here, choose my battles carefully. So your breakthrough doesn't necessarily have to mean you're breaking through somebody else, okay? It doesn't necessarily require a battle. And look at him looking at this sword. So the battle you have here, Aries, is with yourself. It's just with yourself. And you decide whether it has to be a battle or not. You know, you can, you can walk away from the battle and just say, it's a matter of changing my mind. It's a matter of recognizing the truth of the situation. I accept that I am a success, and see what happens when you change your mind about that, when you change your thoughts. Oh, my resins. Okay. So that's what it is, Aries. There's a breakthrough here that allows you to feel like you are a success. Your major battle on this front is with yourself. So have at it. Or not. Okay. Taurus. All right, Taurians, where are we at? We're going right here. Rebirth. That's a good one. Okay, I'm going to look away again. Okay. God. How the hell did I do that? Same damn cards. This time, though, look at how we're set up. So we have rebirth. I choose my battles carefully. He's looking over here to this idea of rebirth. So, all right, hold on a second. All right. This isn't a matter of force. Rebirth is a matter of timing. It's an organic process, mostly, but it's also a ripening process that depends on the work you have done on things up to this point. So we're talking about a rebirth is ripening for you here, Taurus. This means a change of consciousness. It means a new awareness, a new way of being in the world, a new understanding of yourself. Rebirth is an initiatory experience where you change inside, where your outlook completely changes. With your mind, it's big, big reframe, right? But the Knight of Swords says that I've been battling my way here. I've been fighting my way here. There's a lot of trauma that I've processed. There's a lot of I've been through hell and back. I have been through a lot. And my rebirth awaits. And I'm looking at this sword and I'm looking at it pointing down here. I'm ready for a breakthrough to success. I'm feeling like you fought your battles and now it is time for the sword to go down, planted in the earth. All right? It's time to lay down your weapons and recognize what you have been through, what you have fought through, what you have succeeded in fighting through, okay? And say, it's time to lay the sword down now. I am ready for a breakthrough. The rebirth is right here, okay? Ready to pop up. I really feel, even though we've got the two swords here and choosing battles and breakthrough and everything, I really feel it's a matter of now relaxing into it and letting the change occur. Letting the change occur. Okay. I think that's all I've got to say there. That feels like it was very, very short. But interesting how the same two cards in a different context, in a different order, can bring up very different things, right? Okay. You're welcome, Samantha. Gemini, peace. Isn't that wonderful? Gemini. Page of Cups again. Page of Cups and Page of Pentacles. Ooh, okay. Look at the twins for Gemini here. All right, peace. So, peace between these two. I am as young as I choose to feel. I am open to opportunities for personal growth. Okay. So the two pages here, we're talking about the emotional and the physical. And so finding peace within yourself, Gemini, between your body and your emotions. I'm looking at, and this is scolecite and tree agate we have here for the grid. But, okay, give me a second here. All right, here's the battle. Not really the battle, but here's where peace needs to come. We've got, I'm as young as I choose to feel, but what I'm hearing and feeling when I look at this card is, I can do what I want. You know, it's a very youthful, even immature, and you're welcome, Tina. Uh, hold on. Just the kind of Gemini, I mean, Gemini is, if anything, they're youthful. Gemini is always, the mind is always active, and there's this youthful kind of thing and flippant kind of thing, you know. And it could also be a bratty kind of thing of, I can just do what I want, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But then we have opportunities for personal growth. So, what we have to do here is realize that there is personal growth to be had. You can't just shift and change your way through every single situation, Gemini. You are mutable, you are changeable, you're adaptable, you're versatile, you're shifty, you're fickle. Those are the downsides of it. So, you can go through life of every time something goes, it's like, it's okay, I'll just shift gears and move on, right? But you could be missing opportunities for personal growth if you just stop for a little bit and look inside and say, how am I willing to let this situation change me? How am I willing to stick around, stick to it, go through it, and let it change me? So that's what's happening this week, is pausing. And you know, it can be exhausting to be constantly shifting and changing through circumstances, bailing out of what is unpleasant and going finding the next new thing, which you can adapt to so easily. So rather than that, the peace comes from relaxing and taking a break and just settling into a situation, uncomfortable or not, holding still for a minute, and then saying, what are the opportunities in this situation for my personal growth? I already know I can change. Now I want to know what I need to do in order to grow into myself even more. And that brings a feeling of peace. We're not constantly running and going, you know, I'm just going to keep running and running and running, running from aging, running from responsibility, running from whatever. And I'm going to settle down, be peaceful with myself, and just say, how willing am I to let this change me this week? And what are those changes that are waiting for me? And just kind of moving towards those and making a beginning. Pages are initiating beginning energies. So we definitely have a new start of peace as you slow down and look at how you can allow a situation to help you grow. Okay. Gemini, Cancer. All right. Oops. I'm going to take that one. Balance. That one like came out and stuck to my fingers. And obviously you want to come too. 8 of Cups and 5 of Cups. A lot of cups tonight. Yeah, we've seen 1 pentacle tonight. We've seen lots of swords and lots of cups. 1 wand, 1 pentacle. Okay. Balance is the key for you this week, Cancer. Wow. I mean, this is going to be the shortest one because this just makes so much sense. Balance. I accept my situation without resistance. I will move forward when the time is right. Do I even have to explain? So the balance is in accepting, here I am, and I will know, accepting while you're still keeping your feelers out, keeping your mind open, you know, scanning. Is it time to move? How do I feel? Is it time? Is it time? Is it time? And then moving forward when the time is right. So hitting that balance between acceptance and motion. And it is, I know, simple, easy. Why not? You deserve a break. So just like I said, between acceptance and motion. Acceptance doesn't mean collapse into a situation. Acceptance means awareness, really. You know, the beginning of, you can't accept something if you don't know what's happening, you know? So the first thing is awareness. I accept my situation without resistance because I'm absolutely clear on what the situation is and all of the things out there that I can't change or control. Okay, I accept that this is where I'm at. That I just have to accept it's where I'm at. And I know when it's time to move, I will know it, and I will move. This is the wonderful phrase of when you don't know what to do, don't do anything. That is a statement of trust. It says that when I do move, it's because I feel it's time. It's because I know it's time. So being in your emotional body, as you are always, Cancer, we accept a situation without collapsing into it, without a defeatist attitude, with awareness. It's a dynamic acceptance. It's not a, you know, yeah, whatever. I guess it's just the way things are. Not that. It's okay. All right, I see you. I see you. I got it now. And not time to move yet. All right? Hang out, and then it's like, hey, you know what? Today, I feel like today's the day. That's when it's time to move. All right? And there you strike that beautiful balance. Awesome. I really like it when things are that simple. And this deck is just that good. I mean, the affirmations, watch the unboxing if you haven't. Because it's amazing how she has pulled these positive affirmations out of the cards that are considered negative generally, and how those, you know, really enhance like my understanding of what those cards mean. So, yep, well, there you go. All right. And we have Leo. Leo Mio. Here's the last ones. Okay, my queens. Where my queens at? And prosperity for Leo, too. Oh, please. Please, please, please. Yes. Ooh, 2 new ones. All right, Leo. I manifest multiple opportunities. Whatever I decide, I trust in the outcome. All righty. So, Leo. Oh, God, this is speaking to me so loud right now. There are several different things. It's time to shift things in a slightly new direction. Got to pull my bra down. Sorry. Re-rack. Sorry, you guys. All right. So, as far as prosperity goes, there are opportunities opening up for you this week. It is time to choose carefully whatever you want to invest your energies in. We don't necessarily have to jump on all of these all at once in 1 week, but I'm thinking, okay, it says I manifest multiple opportunities. So, that means, I mean, they're opportunities, so it's not like a fait accompli, it's just a possibility. So many possibilities opening up. Time to think on paper, Leo. Sit down and write out, here are all the different things that I could do to move myself forward, business-wise, prosperity-wise, income-wise. Here are the number of things I can do. And then go through and put them through the test of, do I want to try this or don't I? Maybe you try them all and then you make notes of, this sucked, I don't like this, I've decided I don't want that. But I think it's time to acknowledge the different streams that are available and the different opportunities that you have to move things forward. And then, you know, kind of throw them at the wall, see what sticks. Run them up a flagpole, see who salutes. Um, and whatever you decide, to put your trust in the outcome. And I know exactly what this is talking about for me. I'm not even going to say it out loud because I say so many things out loud and then they just don't happen. But I will tell you also, as far as I'm concerned, you know, we're into September and I have been cleaning like mad all summer long, not able to make a move. Fall happens and I'm like, yeah. And I mean, this is the time of year where the sun is transiting my 10th house. So, you know, it's all about success. It's all about goals and, you know, achievement, status, all that kind of stuff. So I get really creative and going for it this time of year. So anyway, Leo, lots of opportunities for you this week. Time to write them all down, decide what makes sense, what really is practical, what you feel drawn to, and then maybe try a few out and make a decision. Trust in that decision that it will bring you prosperity. Hell yeah. All right, everybody. Those were good. Those were a really good pairing. And I almost went with another deck that has kind of similar, and it's like, you know, so many of those phrases can be too much. And then I thought, well, crystals, and grab this one. I think these two are going to pair up again at a future time. But now I want to do a reading for the collective. And let's grab the Robin Wood. They have definitely been my favorites recently. I haven't touched my Hanson Roberts in a while. They're resting. They're taking a break and a rest. Okay. So I asked this deck, please, for a message for the collective. What do we need to know this week in order to move forward, in order to be our best selves, in order to be good citizens of this planet, in order to move the collective forward, like culturally, politically, all of those things. I think I'm going to do a 10 card here. Oop, they're done being shuffled. All right, so what do we need to do this week? What do we need to do this week for the collective? Tell me where we're at, please, 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 please. All right. There's that sort of truth. Ooh, look at these first three. Yowza. All right. So we have 2 8s. And this deck, one of the things this deck does so incredibly well is symmetry. It creates these tableaus of how things are laid out. I did a reading with them, or a video, like 2 years ago with this deck. I think it was my first live stream, and it was a disaster because everything kept tanking on me. But I did manage to pull the video off and clean things up a little bit. But, you know, I did this reading, and just the symmetry of it was stunning. And here we go again. We have the 8 of Cups here, which says I'm recognizing where my emotional energy is just going down the drain. I'm also getting a very strong vibe of exhaustion with this, of emotional exhaustion. I can't do this anymore. I've had it. I just want to walk away. I don't want to know anymore. I can't do this anymore. And then on this side, we have the 8 of Swords. I don't want to know. I don't have a choice. I'm stuck. I'm trapped. Yikes. And look in the middle, the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords talks about truth. It also talks about it is a beginning because it's an ace. It's a beginning that comes from what we cut away, from what we let go of, from where we divide, make the cut. So it can talk about making a decision. The sword of truth, holding it up, justice. So we have to bust through this emotional exhaustion and mental stuckness, feeling like we're in a trap here. But it's time for a new beginning. Where do we go from here? All right. I'm going to take all 9. And look at the little pages here. Page of Swords, Page of Cups. All right, let's see. So the central card, the Four of Swords, says break and arrest. That when you're feeling this exhaustion, being tapped out emotionally and mentally, we just need to bail out and take a break, take a rest. I know I've been saying this a lot, but for this week, for the collective, it's time to just, we've had such bad news in the last week or so about the shit going on in Texas. And it's exhausting. And that came on the heels of the shit going on in Afghanistan, in our exit from there, and the refugees arriving. And, there's bad news coming at us on all fronts. So we're at that point again for just this week to unplug and take a break from it. Okay? So we can recoup. We can recoup our energies. On this side, we have the Knight of Wands, and on this side, we have the Seven of Wands. So the Knight here is talking about, I just heard, putting some distance. He usually talks about, to me, in a personal reading, number 1 is a change of residence, number 2 is a change within the residence, number 3 is travel of some sort. So he's saying, get out of the house, go someplace, whether it's, driving for an hour to a spot where you can sit by the lake and watch the sunset, or maybe taking a longer, safe, of course, trip, keeping yourself safe all the way. But it's saying that we just need to get the fuck away from things in order to have a break. And then on the other side, we'll be able to take a stand again. We'll be able to stand up for ourselves. But emotionally, we need to put some distance and take a break from the anger. It was like when the Black Lives Matter movement started, and every day we were getting horrendous news and stories, and it was exhausting, and we felt like, I need to be in this because I care. But we also have to take breaks every once in a while, and this is one of those times where it's like, okay, the news isn't fresh anymore on these fronts. Let's just take a break and put some distance, go out, have a little bit of fun, and then we can come back and take a stand afterwards. Down here at the bottom, all right, let's see. This talks about solitary success and prosperity. So we kind of walk away from things emotionally. We get in the car and go get the hell out of Dodge for a while, take a little day trip someplace, get out in the sunshine, go to a friend's house and have a fire. And at the bottom then, we come back to our home and we take some retreat time. We come in, count our blessings, look at the wonderful things we have in our personal lives. This is all to help to refill the well, all right? Refill the well so that then we can take up the sword again and pick up our causes and move on. Page of Cups here talks about going forward, really making sure that we're doing some kind of spiritual practice on a daily basis. This is maintenance. This talks about maintaining that break and that refreshment, that feeling of refreshment. And then the last we have there is the Two of Pentacles, which talks about decision making. So decision making as far as how we spend our time, what energies we let into our sphere, how we spend our money, most certainly, how what we're going to do with our resources. And I'm going to look at the base of the pack too, and we have the Empress there, the only major. There were no majors in this deck, but the Empress is at the base, at the foundation of the reading. So this week is time to mommy yourself, is to mother ourselves, take care of our wounds, refill the well, rest, get the fuck out in the sunshine, come home, count your blessings, and then be ready to go again. All right. But the overall message here is certainly it's about mothering. And give me a second here too. Okay, walking the tightrope. Certainly making decisions. Resources go here or here. I don't know that I have more to say about that. Does anybody else have a comment there? But it's certainly saying that, okay, I got the message here, that whatever energies we spend, we keep some back. Whatever energies we spend, we keep some back. Whatever money we spend, we keep some back. Whatever, however we're extending ourselves out this way, we're keeping something back. In the physical, that's the Pentacles. So again, the balance point, you look at him, he's balancing on a tightrope. So the balance this week, it's all about taking care of ourselves, refilling that well, mothering, nurturing, resting, restoring our resources, restoring our energies so we can pick up the fight again. Make sure that you're doing something on a daily basis, no matter how small it is, to just touch in with spirit, to connect with your deep self, and whatever going forward out of this, whatever it is you put out, make sure you're keeping something back so we don't tap ourselves out again. Because these cards are up at the beginning, we're tapped out mentally and emotionally, and we're ready to just like fucking make the cut. So now is where we cut off the bad news coming in. Again, nurture, refill, have some fun, all that stuff, and keep ourselves in balance. All right. That's what I have to say about that, my friends. So thank you for hanging out with me. Down below is a couple of links if you care to donate to this channel to keep it going. There's also a Patreon link, and the only thing in my Patreon now is one level, $3 a month, and it's just basic support for me and the channel. And I appreciate everything that you do and everything that you send me. Nothing is too small. Seriously, nothing is too small. So I bless you for everything that comes my way, and I bless you for hanging out with me. I will be back certainly with more unboxings, and as the Leo reading said, I'm going to be looking at some new opportunities this week, and maybe giving some things a go round to see how it goes. TikTok may be involved. All right, you guys. Reading messages here before I go. Learned why the fountain readings felt difficult. Paid by individuals who helped the woman. Is paid by individuals. Okay, I will. Laura, I will look at that and go back and watch the video again. Thank you so much for that, because I didn't do any research, obviously. You can tell I didn't do any research on it. Thank you, Marcy. You're welcome. Thank you, Stephanie. You're welcome as well. You guys, I'm so happy that you're here with me every week. There will certainly be a prayer circle this weekend, and I look forward to seeing you there. Until then, blessed be. Love y'all.